हेलो सर।
लिस्ट में
सर ये रेड हैट वाला का एक्सटेंड हो सकता है सर डेडलाइन?
रिटर्न से तो अभी है, तुम लोग करो। आई मीन टिल
सर
15।
सर मुझे कोर्स एक्सेस नहीं दिखा रहा है मेरे ईमेल पे रेड हैट का।
यार 9 तारीख तक था ना।
तुम लोग नहीं दिया होगा, मैम को डिटेल वगैरह देना था, तुम लोग मिस करते
सर
हैं।
मेरा एक्सेस था बट मैं सर मुझे लगा सर 14-15 तक है और बीच में मिड सेम कम सर सप्लीमेंट्री का एग्जाम्स भी थे हमारे और ये सर बाकी चीजें भी चल रही थी तो वो मिस हो गया सर। मुझे लगा 14-15 तक होगा सर डेट। सर वो एक्सटेंड हो सकता है क्या
ये
एक दो दिन
कम,
के लिए?
वो बहुत कम चांस है, मैं डिस्कस करूंगा मैम से। Then I can let you know. Okay, let's move ahead with the next, your lab, which is based on implementing a serverless architecture on AWS. So traditional application basically runs on server, and this server can be a physical or virtual environment that run on top of physical server. I mean, any type of your application you are running. So, in traditionally, like people were using like a dedicated server on top of it. You can run your code on AWS Lambda. So AWS Lambda is one of the serverless compute services. We have discussed earlier also, like if you take an example of EC2. So EC2 is the server-based compute services, and AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service. Like serverless and server-based is just like if you are managing all the monitoring and all of the server, that is all as a server-based compute service like EC2, like organization itself they have to manage. But when you purchase or when you take a service of Lambda, so that will be monitor and everything that will be done through this service provider. Like if you use the AWS Lambda, so AWS itself that they will provide that all the services. You don't have to worry about whatever fault and whatever things is happening in the server. So that's why it is called as a serverless. So you don't have to do any kind of stuff on the server. It will be done from the backend team of the service provider. So without needing to the pre-allocate servers with the Lambda, you can you need to provide only the code and define a trigger. The Lambda function can run when it is needed, whether it is once a week or hundreds of times each second. Like you pay for only what you use. So basically, like as I said, like all this, as many times and whatever period of time you're using the Lambda function. So accordingly, there will be a charge which will be generated from the service provider side, and accordingly you have to pay. So it's all about that the service which you are not monitoring, you are not handling from your end, but the service provider is doing lots of things. Like if you take an example of EC2, so on there, like the organization itself, they manage, right? So it required manpower, capital, and so many things. Like capital not required because EC2 itself it's a cloud service, compute service. So, but rest of the things that you have to done from your end. But when you take an example of Lambda, so in this case, you don't have to do anything. So for that, you have to pay for only what you use. So in this lab, we will demonstrate how to invoke a Lambda function when a file is uploaded to Amazon Simple Storage Service, that is S3. So file will be loaded into a DynamoDB table, and data will be available for you to view on dashboard page that retrieve the data directly from the DynamoDB. So this solution does not use this Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud that is called the EC2. So it is a serverless solution that automatically scale when it is used. So it also I mean, Lambda you are using it, no? So it is a serverless solution. So automatically you can scale up when it is used. And another thing you need to understand, the file will be loaded into DynamoDB table, and data will be available for you to view and view on a dashboard page, and that retrieve the data directly from the DynamoDB, है ना? आप डायरेक्टली जो भी डाटा को रिट्राइव वगैरह कर सकते हो. And solution does not in this solution does not use elastic compute cloud, and it is serverless. We are using the serverless solution, that is the AWS Lambda. So while it is idle, there is then practically no cost because will you be built for the data storage only. So here, just understand this line. It is a serverless solution. I mean, we are talking about Lambda that automatically scales when it is used. Okay, and it also incurs, right, a little cost when it is in use. जब भी तुम lambda function को यूज करते हो, स्टोरेज को यूज करोगे, उसका चार्ज पड़ेगा, राइट. सो व्हेन इट इज आइडल, अगर तुम यूज में नहीं रख रहे हो, उस पे ऐसे ही वो पड़ा हुआ है, रन कर रहा है, बट इट इज नॉट इन यूज, राइट. सो देयर विल बी नो चार्ज, नो practically no cost, because will you be built for the data storage only. So in this case, wherever the data will be located, for that there will be a cost will be generated, I mean bill will be generated. But the remaining things, if you are not using it, you are not consuming it, so in that case there will be no charges. So here, once you complete this lab, you will be able to implement a serverless architecture on AWS. You can invoke a Lambda function from S3 and DynamoDB, and you can configure a simple notification service that is called the SNS to send notifications. Right? Look at this scenario. You are creating an inventory tracking systems, and it stores from around the world will upload an inventory file to Amazon S3, right? So ये file को S3 पे store करना है, and your team wants to be able to view the inventory levels and send a notification when inventory levels are low. तो जब भी I mean condition down रहेगा तो notification send करना है, और वो जो है inventory files को किस पे upload करोगे, S3 bucket में. So you will upload inventory file to a S3 bucket, which initiate the following sequences of events. So one is like invoke a lambda function that reads the file and insert item into the DynamoDB. तो पहला काम क्या है lambda function का, फाइल्स को रीड करना एंड इंसर्ट करना आइटम्स को किसमें, DynamoDB टेबल में. Another lambda function receive updates from the DynamoDB table and which then send a message to SNS topic when an inventory item is out of stock. तो देखो ये भी काम lambda function का ही होता है कि आप मैसेज जो भी अपडेट हो रहा है DynamoDB टेबल में, उसको रिसीव करना और उसको सेंड करना एसएनएस टॉपिक को, जब भी आउट ऑफ स्टॉक होता है कोई सर्विसेज, तो उस केस में फिर क्या करेगा एसएनएस. एसएनएस देन सेंड a notification through the short message service that is called एसएमएस और email that request additional inventory. तो ये ऑटोमेटिक ये सब प्रोसेस होगा, ऑटोमेटिक प्रोसेस सब होते हैं ये. आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, ये सर्वरलेस सर्विस यूज कर रहे हो ना, तो मैसेज सेंड होगा, एडिशनल इन्वेंटरी चाहिए तुम्हें, कोई भी सर्विसेज एनेबल करना है या उसको स्केल करना है, तो वो सब चीज़ बैकएंड प्रोसेस से immediately SNS will send a short message for the additional inventory. And the serverless web-based dashboard application that use the Amazon Cognito to authenticate to web services, I mean Amazon Web Services, and gain access to the dynamic table to display the inventory level. तो यहाँ पे कॉग्निटो काम है ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए, जो भी सर्विसेज एनेबल कर रहे हो. Now you can see this is your architecture, like upload inventory file that will be uploaded on S3 bucket. Then there is a lambda function which will access those file and send it to the it will process to the DynamoDB table. And then again you will whenever you are accessing those applications or the files, it will be appear on dashboard applications. Here whenever you are logging to these applications, so you need to first authenticate. That will be done through the Amazon Cognito. Along with that, there will be also IAM will also be there, but they are focusing on the only core part which is required in this lab. बस इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि IAM का नहीं जरूरत पड़ेगा, IAM भी जरूरत ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि यूजर को क्रिएट करना होगा, तो you required IAM as well. So here, but at the internal level of security, that you will use the authentication security, like that is called the Amazon Cognito. It will function here, and the DynamoDB table which will be connected to the Lambda function. And here, whenever you are getting an update from the DynamoDB table, it will be sent to the SNS topic, and SNS topic will send a short message to the additional inventory function, right? तो वो क्या करेगा, अपडेट कर देगा आपका जो भी स्केल करना है रिसोर्सेज को, दैट विल बी डन. Right, entire process will work like that. You can go through all the steps. ये सब मैंने already एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है. आगे बढ़ो. Next you can start the lab. My lab is already started. You can start from your end. Let's move ahead with the first task. We are creating a lambda function to load the data, right? So how do we create that? Just go to the services, just open management console window. Here just create a function. So the function name will be load inventory. This is your lambda function name. And the runtime you can choose Python 3.8. Python 3.8 शायद नहीं होगा. Let's see. Python 3.8 नहीं है. Last time भी मैंने सोचा था. It was not there. So you can use Python 3.9. Now you can expand change default execution role and configure the following options like privation role. You can use choose that. Use an existing role.
पता नहीं अभी क्यों बंद है सब.
Change default execution roles.
सब तीनों चारों सारे शॉप बंद.
Just connect it, guys. So in this execution role, can go ahead with the execution role. You can use existing role. And the existing role is what? Just check the name. Existing role is lambda load inventory. Lambda load inventory role. And this role gives the lambda function permission to access the Amazon S3 में. देखो ये inventory role जो तुम ऐड कर रहे हो ना, इसका मीनिंग भी यहाँ दिया है किस लिए है, इसका क्या काम है. तो lambda फंक्शन को परमिशन असाइन करना ये एग्जिस्टिंग रूल्स के थ्रू हमारा हो जाएगा. क्या चीज़ का परमिशन? तो S3 बकेट का एक्सेस एंड डायनेमो डीबी का. अब इसको क्रिएट फंक्शन कर दो यहाँ. ठीक है, लोड इन्वेंटरी हो गया. Now you can choose create function and in the code source section environment पे you can choose the lambda function dot py.
एंड नीचे है स्क्रॉल करने पे आप कोड सोर्स दिखा रहा है.
We are in the lambda function py here. We are talking about this lambda function dot py. So there you have to write this code. I mean, under the code source editor, you can copy and paste this code. Here you see in the code editor there is some default codes are there. You can delete it. and just use this code lambda इन्वेंटरी का क्रिएट करने का S3 का डायनेमो डीबी के लिए ये सब कोड तुम्हारा लिखा गया है, इसको यूज कर सकते हो. You can copy and paste there. पहले से कुछ था, ये सब है, इसको हटा दो. Paste the new code. Right. Now the next is examine the code, perform the following steps. Download the file from S3 that invoke the event. देखो इस कोड में ही लिखा हुआ है डाउनलोड फाइल के लिए. S3 का स्टार्टिंग में था इधर. हाँ, कनेक्ट द S3 एंड डायनेमो डीबी. इसके S3 ऑटो 3 डॉट रिसोर्स ये सब कनेक्ट करने का है डायनेमो डीबी के लिए, S3 के लिए, फिर डाउनलोड के लिए होगा. राइट. ये सब डाउनलोड द फाइल फ्रॉम S3 टू द लोकल फाइल सिस्टम. देखो ये कमांड है, ये सब तुम एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो तुम लोग. एंड देन लूप्स through each line in this file. Insert the data into the dynamic inventory table. ये सब यहाँ पर दिया है. At the top of the code source section, choose file and then choose save. Deploy the change. Code source section में file तो सेव है. सेव होगा. Save. It is in auto save. You can save that here. Run and debug. Here you can see there is one more option should be there. At the top of the code source section, choose file and then choose save. Then deploy your change. Next, you configure the S3 to invoke the lambda function when the file is uploaded. So deploy your change. यहाँ पे जाओगे. See load inventory. Deploy का कहीं ऑप्शन दिख रहा है क्या तुम्हें को? It's not there. So you can see it, you can just leave as it is because it's already been saved, and there is no option to deploy. Upload from the location dot check the PHP file. Here is deploy. You can click on there, Explorer. There is an option ना deploy. यहाँ पर click कर दो. Updating the function हो गया. Load inventory successfully update. इधर इधर क्लिक करने से आएगा. वो एक्चुअली हाइड हो गया था. It was there on the lab site. Explorer में क्लिक कर देना. Ctrl+Shift+E मारने से आ जाएगा. Deploy option on the left side. So you can click here, it will be deployed. Okay, now you can move to the task 2. So let's go to the task tool. You can configure an Amazon S3 event. So here in this task, you can store from around the board, provide inventory files to load the inventory tracking system instead of uploading their files to FTP. The stores can upload them directly to Amazon S3, and they can upload the file through the VPS. So through a script or a part of the program, like when a file is received, it invokes the Lambda function, and this Lambda function then load the inventory into a DynamoDB. So what you'll do, you have to create a S3 bucket and configure it to invoke the Lambda function. तो पहले S3 bucket create पहले भी हमने किया है बहुत बार. S3 bucket create कर दो. You can search S3. You can create bucket. So here each bucket must have unique name. So add a random number to the bucket name. Example inventory 1 to 3, like that way. The bucket name, enter you can inventory as a number, replace the number with the random number. तो ये इन्वेंटरी तो रहेगा, उसके साथ कुछ नंबर डाल दो, अपना रोल नंबर ही डाल दो, यूनिक रहेगा. Right, and then you can leave as it is, and then you can move to choose create bucket. और कुछ करना नहीं है, बाद में इसको हम एडिट अगर जरूरत पड़ेगा तो करेंगे. You might receive an error that states that the requested bucket name is not available. So if you get this error, choose the first edit link and change the bucket name and try again until the bucket name is accepted. You now configure the bucket to automatically invoke the Lambda function when the file is uploaded. Right? So here they are asking, like when you go for the create bucket ना, यहाँ पे तो अगर तुमने कुछ नाम अगर यूनिक नहीं दिया है तो वो एरर आएगा. तो वहाँ पे तुम फिर से नाम वगैरह क्रिएट कर देना, दूसरा कोई नंबर वगैरह डाल देना, एडिट करके हो जाएगा. मेरा तो हो गया. तुम लोग अपना इन्वेंटरी के साथ रोल नंबर डाल दो, हो जाएगा आसानी से. राइट, दैट्स डन. Now you can choose the property. Now you just select that your inventory bucket and just go to the properties, and we have to edit something. So next you configure an event to invoke an object is created in S3 bucket. So here what I'll do, just go to the properties, just open first this inventory, S3 inventory, go to the properties. Right, and there is some changes here it is required. Event notification sections, just go down, event notification, where is that? This one, event notification, create event notifications. Here you have to create an event notification. So you have to choose the create event notification, and then you have to write the name load inventory. So this is your event name. इसको डाल दो, and event type, choose all object create events. Event type में all object create event को specific box enable कर दो, and then you can move to lambda function. Destination, choose lambda function. It already is as chosen. Choose this one is lambda function, and lambda function choose load inventory. Load inventory is there already. I can save the changes. So this is done. So like when an object is created in the bucket, and this confused tells Amazon S3 to invoke a load inventory lambda function that you created earlier. देखो ये एक दूसरे के साथ रिलेट कर दिया हमने बेसिकली लैम्डा फंक्शन को और S3 जो बकेट क्रिएट किया है उसके इवेंट नोटिफिकेशंस को. कि कभी आउट ऑफ स्टॉक होगा या कुछ शॉर्टेज होगा तो ये नोटिफिकेशन आएगा इमीडिएटली। इसके लिए हमने इसको अनेबल किया, इसको ऐड किया उसके साथ। डन, टास्क 2 भी हो गया। अभी हम लोग को टास्क 3 में जाना है। So testing the loading process. So you can now ready to test the loading process. You upload an inventory file and then check that it is loaded successfully. है ना? तो what you will do now, you load the inventory file by opening and the right clicking the context menu for this link. इसको जो है डाउनलोड करना है। राइट क्लिक कर दो, ऑटोमेटिक आ जाएगा इस सब का एक डिटेल आएगा। तो पहले वाला इन्वेंट्री बर्लिन डॉट सी एस बी, देखो ये पूरा उसका आ गया डिटेल। इससे इसके भी हैं। You can check with all this link. Okay, download the inventory file by opening right clicking the context menu for this link। इसको राइट क्लिक करने से वो ऑटोमेटिक सब ये ओपन हो जा रहा है। ठीक है, इसको कुछ और नहीं किया, इसको रहने दो। So these file are the inventory file that you can use it to test the system, and they are comma separated value CSV files. So the following examples show the content of the Berlin file। देखो ये Berlin फाइल में यही था, अभी यहाँ पे ओपन किया था हमने बर्लिन वाला ये फाइल। इसको क्लोज कर दे रहा हूँ फिर हमने। देखो ये सब डिटेल यही था, वहाँ पे भी वही बता रहे। सो चूज द ऑब्जेक्ट टैब एंड चूज अपलोड। ये किसमें अपलोड करोगे? चूज द ऑब्जेक्ट टैब, add files, then choose the inventory.csv file that you downloaded earlier in the task। You can choose any inventory file। एक को डाउनलोड कर लो, ये तो ओपन हुआ है डायरेक्टली। और ऑप्शन टू डाउनलोड। See, here they were asking in the task 3, testing the loading process. So you can now really test the loading process. You upload an inventory file and then click that is loaded. Okay. These files are the inventory file that you can use to test the system. Then you can, you know, yeah, commas, whatever, that is fine. The following examples, choose object tab, and then you can upload. So you can go to the S3 bucket and then here you can upload that. But the thing is that went so see, let me first, this one is not downloading. You can copy and then make the CSV file. But that should be a direct option to download. Is it coming in your site, guys? Are you able to download this directly? Link will be saved. That is one way. Let me check. Is it a CSV dot text file? Okay. Okay. Let it be. Let me see whether it's taking this file or not. So direct download option is not coming. You can directly go to this and save link as you can do. Just check with that whether it's taking or not. So I have saved first one .csv. The files are inventory that you can use it to test the system of the best. Choose the object tab. Choose upload, add file, choose one of the inventory.csv file that you downloaded earlier in the situation. I'm not going to involve this lambda function. Right to random. So Amazon S3 automatically invokes the lambda function which loads the data into the dynamo table server dashboard after. Okay, just to go to the S3. Let's see what S3 bucket. Open it. We had created one bucket. Just check the bucket S3. Let's type the S3 plus Amazon S3. So, what was the bucket name of ours? Just type S3. Let's see inventory. That was the bucket, right? So just click there to this bucket, and here you can upload. Directly click on type S3 and just you can move to the S3 bucket, right? Inventory 2397002. Just click on upload. So add a file or folder. So this is one of the file. So let me just add a file. I have uploaded on the stuff. That was the file. Let me see whether it's taking or not. टेक्स्ट फाइल तो ले लिया है, ये वाला फाइल लिया है। इसको डॉट CSV भी कर सकते हो तुम लोग, तो देखो चेक करके। हाँ, अगर ये ले रहा है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, अदरवाइज यू कैन change this file, you can save with that dot CSV file. After this, so let's see. Just click on upload. Let's check if it's uploading or not. हो गया, चलो ठीक है, फिर वही ले लिया, टेक्स्ट फाइल ही ले लिया, that's fine. Now what you'll do, at the top of this instruction, you can choose this, just understand this instructions, what is telling here. The Amazon S3 automatically invokes the lambda functions, which loads the data into the DynamoDB table. Lambda function to DynamoDB table में डाल रहा है data को, and a serverless dashboard application has been provided for you to review the result. जो अब जो है एक डैशबोर्ड एप्लीकेशन का होगा जहाँ पे हम लोग इसके सारे डिटेल को देख सकते हैं. So you can see at the AWS details tab, you will find that one URL. like you can copy the dashboard URL here. ये वाला URL बोल रहा है. This URL you can copy. Just click on go to. What is asking? Let's see. Copy and paste into the new browser tab. तो मैंने यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी डाल दिया. इन्वेंट्री डैशबोर्ड देख सकते हो और ये सब डिटेल्स वगैरह यहाँ पे शो कर रहा है. बट ये तुम्हारे सारे स्टोर बर्लिन देखो, बर्लिन का हमने डाला था, बर्लिन वाला आ रहा है. बाकी और भी अगर अपलोड कर दोगे तो उसका भी डिटेल दिखाने लगेगा. देखो, copy and paste the URL at the dashboard application open the display of inventory data that you loaded into the bucket. The data is retrieved from DynamoDB and which is proves that the upload successfully involved in the Lambda function. देखो, ये सब तुम एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो. On the management console, you can go to the DynamoDB to your left and use the answers to tab tables, sensors, inventory explorer. So store item और भी तुमको ऐड करना है. और जैसे यहाँ पे डाटा फ्रॉम द इन्वेंटरी फाइल से डिस्प्ले द सोर्स स्टोर आइटम एंड काउंट, ये सब वहाँ दिखाएगा. तुम लोग DynamoDB टेबल में कर जाओ, कैन चेक इट फ्रॉम देयर एज वेल. यहाँ से अगर बर्लिन का डाटा चाहिए, देखो बर्लिन वाला डिटेल आ गया, टैप हो गया, रीजन, सेकंड जैन, डॉट बुक, ये सब दिखा रहे. ऑल स्टोर कर देते हैं, राइट. नाउ व्हाट आई विल डू, just to remove this all this. Now let me go to DynamoDB. Enter and choose DynamoDB. So just search it here, DynamoDB. This is NoSQL database. So there we have to go to the tables on the DynamoDB. There is an inventory table. Can you see? They're asking inventory table. Choose the explore table items. Explore यहाँ से कर देते हैं लोग. Right. Export table items. Now just see बर्लिन का डिटेल है यहाँ पर, मैंने डाला था इसी बकेट में. तो अभी तुमको क्या करना है, द डाटा फ्रॉम द इन्वेंटरी फाइल इज डिस्प्ले, इट शोज द स्टोर आइटम एंड काउंट. देखो यहाँ पे स्टोर आइटम एंड काउंट, स्टोर आइटम एंड काउंट शो कर रहा है ना. ये स्टोर का नाम है, स्ट्रिंग में है, आइटम हो गया, और काउंट कितने हैं वो दिखा रहा है तुम्हारा. ये कहाँ पे अपडेट हो गया, बोलो डायनामोडीबी टेबल में ही होगा, राइट. So that you can verify from here, right. ये हमने टास्क, अच्छा एक कितने टास्क और है, टास्क 4 5 6, okay. So I'll show you few more tasks. Just see here. Now what we'll do, we'll configure the notifications. You want to notify the inventory management staff when the store runs out of stock for an item. So for this serverless notification functionality, use the SMS. So देखो, if you want to notify inventory management staff when a store runs out of stock for an item, तो उस केस में नोटिफिकेशन जाना चाहिए. तो नोटिफिकेशन कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर करोगे ये वो सीखना है. So on the AWS management console in the search box, you can just go ahead with the SMS. यहाँ पे SMS पे जा सकते हो, right here you can search. Sorry, just paste it here, SMS. Just paste SMS. And in the create topic section, you can go for topic name, that is no stock. ये वाला मैसेज क्रिएट करना है हमें. क्रिएट टॉपिक सेक्शन में जाओ, क्रिएट टॉपिक सेक्शन, टॉपिक में पेस्ट कर दो नो स्टॉक. नेक्स्ट स्टेप में इस तरह जाना है हमें, नेक्स्ट स्टेप, एंड देन ऑन द क्रिएट टॉपिक पे स्टैंडर्ड सेलेक्ट. इसको जाना, स्टैंडर्ड ऑलरेडी सिलेक्टेड है, नेम तो दे दिया हमने। डिस्प्ले नेम क्या होगा, देखो कुछ दिया है तो दो, नहीं तो स्किप कर दो। नेक्स्ट, क्रिएट टॉपिक पेज, स्टैंडर्ड क्रिएट टॉपिक्स। So to receive a notification, you must subscribe to the topic. You can choose to receive a notification through several methods such as SMS or email. तो नोटिफिकेशन का कोई भी यू नो माध्यम हो सकता है, राइट, मीडियम हो सकता है, SMS से जरिए आ सकता है या ईमेल से आ सकता है। तो वो जो है हम लोग को सब्सक्राइब कर देना है। तो लेट्स जस्ट क्रिएट अ टॉपिक आफ्टर दिस। Remaining, don't do anything, so just keep as it is. टॉपिक नो स्टॉक has been created, just see here, यहाँ पे आ गया मैसेज हमारा। Now what I'll do, on the no stop topic page in the subscription section, choose create subscriptions. No, create subscriptions. So here we are talking about no stock, हम लोग no stock नहीं है, देखो यहाँ पे under the subscriptions we can create a subscriptions. So here you can fill the details of the subscriptions, right? Create subscription page. You have to kind of protocol that should be email, endpoint entry, that is enter your email address अपना डाल सकते हो, प्रोटोकॉल में डाल दो ईमेल, और अपना ईमेल यहाँ डाल सकते हैं endpoint के। मैं अपना डाल रहा हूँ, तुम लोग अपना ईमेल डाल देना। And then you can choose the create subscription. So after you create an email subscription, you will receive a confirmation email message. You confirm your subscription, open the email message and choose the confirm subscription link. Any message that is sent to the SMS topic will be forwarded to your email. तो देखो अपना ईमेल ओपन करके इसको कंफर्म कर देना, हो गया। अगर ईमेल आया होगा देखो एक बार चेक कर लो। Then we can move ahead with the create a lambda function to send a notifications. आ गया देखो, AWS नोटिफिकेशन है ना, सब्सक्रिप्शन कंफर्मेशन, इसको कंफर्म कर दो यहाँ से नो स्टॉप का, जस्ट यू कैन कंफर्म इट। Done. Subscription confirmed. You have successfully subscribed. The subscription ID is this. If you want your intention to subscribe, if it was not your intention to subscribe, click here to unsubscribe. इसको unsubscribe बाद में कर देना, तो अभी रहने दो, just you can leave that, बाद में unsubscribe कर देना। Now we can move ahead with the task 5 and 6. करो इसको complete करो तुम लोग, बस थोड़ा सा ही बचा है, just go ahead complete it। आज हम लोग लैब एक और लैब भी करेंगे, just complete it fast all of you this one, this lab। उसके बाद जो है और कितना लैब बचा है हमारा, तो 14 पे थे अभी, तो 15 16 15 में आई थिंक लैब नहीं होगा, 16 में एक लैब है। तो एक और चैलेंज लैब भी है बीच में, 16 में एक लैब है डिजास्टर रिकवरी वाला, एक ही लैब है, गाइडेड लैब, चैलेंज लैब नहीं है। और 15 में कोई लैब नहीं है, ये पूरा थ्योरी है डाटा इंजीनियरिंग का, इसको तुम लोग पढ़ना। और इसके बाद एक है चैलेंज लैब यहाँ, इसको मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा आज, तो तुम लोग कंप्लीट कर सकते हो। और कुछ डाउट होगा तो नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस कर लेंगे, कल प्रॉब्ली हम लोग एंड कर देंगे क्लास कोर्स। कल हम लोग लैब करेंगे प्लानिंग ऑफ डिजास्टर रिकवरी, और तुम लोग साथ साथ जो है जितने मॉडल्स है कंप्लीट कर लेना। मैं कल मंडे को मैं लिंक क्रिएट कर दूंगा तुम लोग को सर्टिफिकेट को लेकर, यू ऑल हैव टू अपलोड योर सर्टिफिकेट बाय 15th। And if anybody will not able to do so, maximum it will be extended up to 7th. To make sure that you are completing by 7th. ओके, तो ये कंप्लीट करो तुम लोग फटाफट। मैं अभी नेक्स्ट लैब स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ, चैलेंज लैब। which will be on the same, like building serverless architectures and the microservices. This will be for the cafe. तुम अपना कंप्लीट करो, इसको अनसब्सक्राइब मैं कर दे रहा हूँ, तुम लोग भी कर देना। क्लाइंट कंप्लीट करके करना, स्क्रीनशॉट ओवर लाइक। Just come back, give it 5 more minutes, you can complete. Then by the end of the session, we create a class work where you can submit that. But to just finish it, I'll ask you like how many you have completed within 5 minutes. So just go ahead and complete. So how many have completed, guys? Raise your hand, those who have completed. Okay, go ahead. Just complete it. till tomorrow you can submit. So let's move to the next one. That is implementing a serverless architecture for the Café. So just now we have seen serverless architecture for the Lambda function that is used in case of implementing this, that is different storage database services, and where we have seen that how Lambda function can help to monitor all those things from the backend. Now just move ahead with the next one, that is your Café business scenario, which will be implementing a serverless architecture. So Café business is Kevin and Frank and Martha want to get a daily sales report for the product that are sold from the Café websites, and they will use this report to plan and ingredient orders and monitor the impact of the product promotions, right? So Sophia and Nikhil initially their idea is to use one of the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud web server instance to generate the report. तो देखो ये अगर EC2 पहले लोग का दिमाग में चल रहा था, तो Sophia set up a cron job on the web server instance, and which sends the email message that report daily sales. However, the the cron job reduces the performance of the web server because it's resource intensive. So Nikhil mentioned the cron job, and how it reduces the web application performance to Olivia. Olivia advised Sophia and Nikhil to separate non-business critical report tasks from the production web server instance. So after Sophia and Nikhil reviewed the advances and disadvantages of their current approach, so they decided that they don't want to slow down the web server. They also consider running a separate EC2 instance, but they are concerned about the cost of running an instance 24/7 when it is when when it is only needed for a short time each day, right? तो वही बोल रहे हैं कि अगर किसी भी इंस्टेंस को परचेज करते हैं वो डेफिनेटली ज़्यादा कॉस्टली होगा 24/7 अगर रन कर रहे हो और कुछ ही पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए हमें यूज करना है, तो हम क्यों अननेसेसरी पैसा वेस्ट करें. सो दैट दे आर थिंकिंग ऑफ सोफिया एंड निखिल. So Sophia and Nikhil decided that running the report generation code as the AWS Lambda function workload now would work, and it would also lower cost. The report itself could be sent to the Frank and Martha email address through Amazon simple notification service. And in this lab, you'll take the role of Sophia to implement the daily report code as a Lambda function. तो देखो ये कोड जो है ऑटोमेटिकली सेंड हो जाए, रिपोर्ट जनरेट हो जाना, कोड सेंड हो जाना, ये सारा प्रोसेस जो हो ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा, और कॉस्ट भी बहुत ही कम लगेगा अगर आप लैम्डा फंक्शन को यूज करते हो. यही है तुम्हारा सर्वरलेस कंप्यूट सर्विस, लाइक सर्वर आर्किटेक्चर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. Now when you move to the lab or the objective, in this lab you'll use lambda function to create a cafe sales report, and that email each day through the SMS simple नोटिफिकेशन सर्विस यूज करोगे, और उसके थ्रू जो है हर दिन तुम्हारा रिपोर्ट जनरेट हो जाएगा, कितना चीज का सेलिंग हुआ है, क्या चीज का शॉर्टेज चल रहा है. एवरीथिंग दैट विल बी डॉक्यूमेंटेड एंड इट विल बी शेयर्ड, राइट? So after completing this lab, you should be able to implement a serverless architecture to generate a daily sales report that features the following things, right? So the first is like Lambda function within the virtual private cloud environment. और अंडर VPC लैम्डा फंक्शन क्रिएट करेंगे दैट कनेक्ट Amazon रिलेशनल डेटाबेस सर्विसेज. दैट हमने लैब में देखा ना, लैम्डा फंक्शन कैसे कनेक्ट हो रहा था RDS के साथ विद द कैफे सेल्स डाटा. एंड देन लैम्डा फंक्शन दैट जनरेट एंड runs the sales report, and the schedule event that initiate the sales report lambda function each रिपोर्ट जनरेट करके. तो ये पूरा काम जो है लैम्डा फंक्शन के थ्रू ही होगा. तो इसको हमें करने में देखो ये बहुत टाइम ले रहे हैं, ये अभी तक स्टार्ट तो कर दिया, अभी तक हो ही रहा है. मतलब नहीं, अभी भी टाइम लगेगा लगता है. स्टार्टेड डेटाबेस वगैरह क्रिएट कर रहा है, so it will take few more minutes. So you can understand here, like just see the architectures. Let it be started. तब तक हम लोग इसको देखते हैं architecture. So in this architecture, you see there will be a AWS cloud and there will be two zones. You can see here. This is zone A and this one is zone B. So under this zone, we will be having the VPC, like the IP of 10.0.0/16. Zone B has maybe subnet over here, private and public subnet here has been created. So there are three subnets. There are, three subnet under the zone A. And in zone B also we have a two subnet, like a private subnet 2 and private subnet 4. And 1 and 3 is in this zone A. Also we are connecting web application server on the public subnet. And all these things are under VPC. So at the end of this lab, your architecture will look like this, Café application server will be running on this, public subnet, and private and public. Then again, we will be having different private subnet, Lambda Elastic network interface, and Lambda Elastic network interface. It will be separated in both the subnet. So this is your DB subnet group, and this is the primary DB instances, right? And here the private subnet is connected to the DB instance. And if you see the sales analyst report, like they are connected to daily event time-based report, that is a sales analysis report, data extractor we have, then we have SMS topic, which is connected to the email notifications, right? Now, if you'll move to the next, once you'll complete all these things, so you'll be able to configure, like we have seen, like the Lambda function, then that function will be within the virtual private cloud environment, right? And you will you'll be also able to connect to the DB RDS, right? All those things. So that we'll see here in once you'll start a lab. So you have to download some source code, like in the first half, you will use that business request for the traffic, where you will be implementing a serverless architecture. So here you'll see the first task where you'll be downloading some source code. So generating the report is already written, and the package and ready for you to deploy an AWS Lambda function. So you can download the two files to your local machine. ये वाला download कर लो, ये दोनों file. Let's download sales analysis report data extractor. ये दोनों download करके रख दो. ये वाला file है, ये code for sales analyst report. This is analysis report. Extract each of the G files and examine the content. इसको extract करके देखो क्या इसका content दिया है. It is downloading, I think. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's downloaded. This extract now. तो सेल्स एनालिसिस रिपोर्ट है, तो पैकेज दिए हुए हैं, इसके पूरा डिटेल MySQL पूरा पैकेज है. Okay, you can explore it. A python.py file है तो okay, leave that. You can extract. This one also you can extract. This is for the sales analysis report. ये क्या है? Sales analysis report data extractor. इसको भी extract कर दो. Right, replace. Okay, done. You can close it. Now let's move to the answering about the lab. ये सब तुमको आंसर खुद करना. देखो नेक्स्ट जो है, creating a data extractor lambda function in the VPC. इसको create करोगे, create a security group from the lambda function. Following step you have to follow. इन लोगों को ये सब पता ही है ऑलरेडी, ये सब खुद करो. This one I will not show this time. You have to go ahead. Just try all of you. सेल्स एनालिसिस रिपोर्ट बनाना है, लैम्डा VPC क्रिएट करना है, ये सब तुम लोग जानते हो. You have done so many lab based on this. Just try all of you. Just look for a complete. I'm giving you more time till 14 you can submit. Okay, so once you complete, guys, you can submit it till 14 July. I have given you the access to submit. Okay, so we'll see you in tomorrow class, the last part, like your disaster recovery. So be present, all of you, in the next class. That will be your final and last class. Any doubt do you have? Are you able to?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll see you next class.
Recording stop.